It's a big fight field today here in Norwich as NEC Front Row welcomes you back live to Senator Thomas J. Dodd Memorial Stadium for a 9-round battle between NEC Baseball's top two heavyweights from the regular season. It's the number 2 seeded Central Connecticut State Blue Devils duking it out with the top seeded regular season champion Bryant Bulldogs. Winner advances to the 2019 NEC title game. With Bowen's return, the Central batting average went from 288 as a team, or went from 234 as a team up to 288. This is swung on over the leaping second baseman and into right center field. DeBras is going to get the go sign. He will come around and plate the game's first run. Central jumps on top, 1-0. We talk about T.T. Bowens and his road back from injury. Jimmy Titus was in that same boat, and he's certainly put up numbers as well, just like his counterpart in the Bulldogs dugout. Here's the 3-1 from Fox. This is swung on and lifted. On the right side, Bowens going over, and it's going to drop in between the triangle. Everybody's going to be safe. It dropped in between 3 defenders, and now the ball's going to get away, and the run will come in and score. The Bulldogs tie it here in the bottom of the third. Chris Wright, 5th in the league, 67 hits now on the season, 1 for 4 with an RBI in yesterday's game. Was a first-team all-conference player in 2 different positions this year, first base and as a relief pitcher. Hits it on the ground, through, into right field, base hit. Angelini coming around, he will score, and the Bulldogs take the lead. It's 2-1.
A clean single through the right side. Can't blame Bowens. There's really nothing he was going to be able to do to try to knock it down. And once the ball got through, you knew that the Bulldogs would grab a 2-1 lead. As you said, Angelini comes around to plate that second run. We get a look at it again. Chopped through, and again, Bowens really did not have a chance to make a play.
Now, Coach Owens gave us an example of a game earlier this year against LIU where there were 2 outs quickly in the first, and then before you knew it, you blinked an eye and they rolled off 6 runs. He used that as an example to show that's how quick this Bulldogs team can strike. Ciliento looking to strike here, but it's a deep fly ball to right. Caught by Matthews. Runner will tag and score. Add one more run for the Bryant Bulldogs. It's now 3-1 on the sac fly.
The runners lead off of first and second. 2 down in the top of the 4th. And the payoff pitch. There they go. Laced into left field. Ward on his horse, dives and makes the catch. Ryan Ward with a spectacular grab, perhaps saving 1 or even 2 runs as Central Connecticut is stymied.
Central Connecticut, eventually they're going to start running out of time. They're going to be running out of outs here shortly. Looking to get a run back here in the top of the 6th.
Big spot for the sophomore shortstop. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 9th strikeout of the game for Tyler Madison.
Pano, the senior veteran from Riverdale, New Jersey, played at Don Bosco Prep. He's 0 for 15 over his last 12 appearances. He went 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs against Central back on April the 19th, and he hasn't been able to find the hit column since then.
Often used as a defensive replacement.
He skies this one into center. Canio's back at the track, at the wall, and he makes the catch. He is pumped. A run-saving grab at the wall, and it stays a 2-run game going to the 9th. We will step aside and bring it back for the final round of this heavyweight battle. You're watching the NEC Baseball Championships on NEC Front Row. The 1-1. This is lifted into shallow center. Angelini in. He makes the catch. Ball game. 40 wins and a return of the championship game for the Bryant Bulldogs as they defeat the Central Connecticut State Blue Devils 3-1. Right now, we're going to send it downstairs. Our player of the game, Chris Wright, and head coach Steve Owens are set to chat with Paul Dottino.
All right, thanks so much, Craig, with Coach Owens, and of course, Chris Wright, our star of the game. I'm going to go to him first, if that's okay, Coach. You know, all NEC player in the field and on the hill, and you showed it today, getting it done on both ends. Looking at this, 3 innings now for the 4th time this season, 4 strikeouts, closing this thing out. To go with the RBI you had earlier, you got to be incredibly happy with your performance.
I mean, yeah, you know, we just went out here today, not trying to do too much, you know, stay in the approach, and then I knew I was going to get the ball at some point in the game if it was close, and I just went out there and tried to do my thing.
Madison has 9 strikeouts in 6 innings, keeping the game close, but a 3-1 nail-biter. They even got a base runner on or 2 there in the last couple of innings. How did you maintain your poise?
You know, it's something that we've done all season long, something that, you know, you can prepare for, but at the same time you can't. So just keeping my mindset right, making sure that I'm going after hitters all the time. That's all you can do.
Well, of course, I know your mind is on winning this postseason championship, but just now you registered your 13th save of the season overall. That ties a Northeast Conference record. Congratulations. That's something to be proud of.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it very much. Thank you. Best of luck. All right, Coach. 40 wins again for you this year. It's kind of routine, isn't it?
It's not routine. It's hard. It's really hard. So, but yeah, that's a 40th win, but there's another one to go.
Talk if you can about Madison with the 9 strikeouts. I mean, first inning he gives up that run early, but then settled in and really seemed to find his groove.
Yeah, he looked flustered and nervous early. He's a hyped up kind of guy, so he needed to get chilled out. And it happened. He pitched out of a tough jam. It could have exploded, and he kept it to 1 run, and that was the only run. And then, you know, he got his breaking ball going in the first inning, which we needed to get strikeouts. We needed strikeouts to not give up runs. And then, you know, there was 2 or 3 other times that the game was in the balance, the inning was in the balance, and he found a way to do what he needed to do. And that's called maturity and competitiveness, and I thought he grew up a lot today, and I think this is a great experience for him going forward.
Well, of course, every good pitcher needs outstanding defense, and both sides got that tonight. I thought Ward made that great sliding, diving catch, which saved at least a run, maybe 2 in left field.
Yeah, it was a huge play. I mean, that changes the scoreboard to at least 3-3. And then, you know, you don't know what happens. But that was a huge play for us. I mean, we whack balls all over the field, and they caught them all. You know, the third baseman played very well. We hit some rockets at him, and their pitcher did a great job too. They had a good plan. I mean, we played 7 times this year. You know, they did a good job of executing. So did we. And in a battle, you know, we found a way. Our guys found a way to get a couple more runs, and that's pretty much what it came down to.
Well, you fought through it, but you also said on the call this week that your plan was to win every game, so you're going into the Winners' Championship round undefeated, and that's exactly as the blueprint was drawn up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier road to the championship that way. We've done it the other way, and we've gotten to the championship game the other way, you know, but it's hard, and with our pitching depth being a little challenged with 3 injuries that we currently have with guys not available, this is the route that we took. I mean, we don't want to throw Chris Wright for 3 innings. We want him to throw 1 inning 3 times. That's not what we had to do. So we need other guys to step up. We're starting a relief pitcher tomorrow, who's started for us the last couple weeks, and he's done a really good job for us.
And that will be?
That's Nate Ryder.
Okay.
So he'll start tomorrow, and then we got 11 guys that haven't pitched yet. You know, that will be taking the ball over at some point tomorrow, and they're going to have to do a good job. And we're hoping that some of these balls fall in, and we can get some more runs on the board.
All right, Coach, best of luck to you.
Okay, thank you.
The Bryant Bulldogs, they move on. They will play again tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Let's go back upstairs.